Hello everyone, welcome to Flawless Mathematics. This is part 4 of relation chapter, and in the previous video I have already discussed 3 questions that totally based on concepts, and that is if there is a relation between x and y, so x is father of y. Now check whether R is transitive or reflexive or symmetric, right? And the second question is about that there is a set that is a equals to 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then R is defined as a comma b, this ordered pair, and the relation between b and a equals to b equals to a plus 1. Okay, now check whether the R relation is reflexive, symmetric or transitive. And the third questions based on a proof that we have to prove a statement, and the statement is every identity relation on a set is reflexive but the converse is not necessarily true. ঠিক আছে, সো এইরকম ধরনের আলোচনা আমরা আগের ভিডিওতে করেছি. ওকে, সো দিস অল কাইন্ডস অফ ম্যাথ I have already discussed in the previous video. Now the fourth question is that let R be a relation defined by the set of natural number n R equals to x comma y such that x comma y belongs to n and 2x plus y equals to 41. Okay, now we have to prove that whether R is transitive, R is reflexive relation or R is symmetric relation. Okay, so let's start. First of all, it is given that x comma y belongs to n. What is that n? N is the set of natural number, right? And it is also given that 2x plus y equals to 41, right? Now if we consider that x equals to 1 and y equals to 1, then what will come 2 into 1, that means 2 plus 3. Okay, plus 1 equals to 3. So that is not satisfy the equation, right? Because 3 not equal to 41 obviously, right? So if we consider x equals to 1 and y equals to 1, then this condition, that is 2x plus y equals to 41, does not satisfy, right? Now 1 comma 1 does not belongs to R. Okay, from that we may conclude that 1 comma 1 does not belong to R, right? So R is not a reflexive relation, right? Now if you consider x equals to 2 and y equals to 2, so it is not possible that 2 into 2 equals to 4 plus 1 equals to 5, so that not equal to 41 also. So R is not a reflexive relation. Okay, now for symmetry, what can we do here? So 2 into 1, okay, 2 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 39 equals to 41, right? So here x equals to 1, here we assume x equals to 1 and y equals to 39, right? Because 2x, that means x equals to 1, and y equals to plus y, that means y equals to 39 equals to 41, right? So here we assume that x equals to y and x equals to 1 and y equals to 39, right? Now from the definition of symmetric relation, we knew that if x comma y belongs to R and such that y comma x also belongs to R, then we can say that R is a symmetric relation. But here if y equals to 1 then and x equals to 39, then what will come? 2 into 39 plus 1, that is not equal to 41, right? So therefore we may write that R is not a symmetric relation, right? Symmetric relation. Okay, now for transitive relation, what can we do? Is 2x plus y equals to 41. Okay, let x equals to 20 and y equals to 1. that means 2 into 20 plus 1, that means 41. So the equation is satisfied after assuming x equals to 20 and y equals to 1. So that means x comma y belongs to R. Okay, and let us assume that y equals to 1 and z equals to 39. Then also the equation is satisfied. Okay, 2 into 1, 2 plus 39 equals to 41, right? So therefore y comma z belongs to R. Now from the definition of transitive relation, we knew that if x comma y belongs to R, y comma z belongs to R, such that x comma z also belongs to R, then we can say that R is a transitive relation. Now here x equals to 20 and z equals to 39, right? So if we put the value in the equation, then what will come? 2 into 20 plus 39 equals to 79. That means not equal to 41. Okay, so therefore we may retain that R is not transitive relation. Transitive relation, because the condition is not satisfied. Okay, R is not a transitive relation, right? I hope you are getting my point, and after watching this video you have a clear-cut idea that if in the examination this kind of question that check whether R is transitive relation or reflexive relation or symmetric relation, then what is the way you approach there. Okay, so that's the way we have. It's very easy. Okay, মানে তোমাদেরকে কিভাবে অ্যাপ্রোচ করবে সেটুকু শুধু জেনে রাখলেই হবে, ঠিক আছে? তো ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে এটাই যে তোমাদেরকে কি করতে হবে না, তোমাদেরকে শুধুমাত্র ইউ হ্যাভ টু ক্লিয়ার দ্য ডেফিনেশন ভেরি, মানে তোমাদেরকে খুব ভালো করে মানে ডেফিনেশনগুলোকে ক্লিয়ার রাখতে হবে, ঠিক আছে? তো in the first part of the video I have to clear the all kind of concept, right? That what is range, what is domain, what is relation and their definition, what is void relation, what is universal relation, and it takes much time also. Okay, because I want to clear that concept very clearly. Okay, so now therefore I will do another calculation and another calculation which is based on antisymmetric relation. Okay, now our fifth question is R equals to x comma y such that x comma y belongs to n, that means natural number, set of natural numbers defined as n, capital N, and the relation between x and y is x plus 3y equals to 12, right? Now we have to prove that R is an antisymmetric relation. Okay, that is our question. So let's do. Given that x comma y belongs to R and x plus 3y equals to 12. Now if x plus 3y equals to 12, then what is x here? X equals to 12 minus 3y. Okay, now if we assume y equals to 1, then x equals to let's see, y equals to 1, that means 3 into 1, that means 12 minus 3 x equals to 9, right? Now if you assume y equals to 2, then x equals to 6, and y equals to 3, then x equals to also 3, right? Now if you consider any other any other value of y, other values of y without these three values, you will see that x the value of x does not belongs to n. Okay, the value of x does not belongs to n. That means x is not a natural number. If you put y equals to 4, if you put y equals to 5, if you any other value of y without these 3, then you will see that the value of x does not belongs to the set of natural number, right? So from there we will write here, or we may written as the relation r equals to 9, 1, 6, 2 and 3, 3. Okay, this is our relation. Okay, this is our relation. Now we have to prove that R is an antisymmetric relation. Now what is that definition of antisymmetric relation? In part 3 I have already discussed that what is antisymmetric relation. So if A be any set, then A comma B, that is A comma B are the elements of A set belongs to R, and B comma A is also belongs to R for all A comma B belongs to A, and says that, or implies that A equals to B. So then we can say that R is an antisymmetric relation. Now if you see the relation here also this condition is satisfied, right? This condition, এই যে শর্তটা সেটা কিন্তু পূরণ হচ্ছে, তাই তো? তাহলে আমরা কি বলতে পারি? Therefore we can say that R is an antisymmetric relation. R is an antisymmetric, দেখো পেয়ারটা দেখো তাহলে বুঝতে পারবে। R is an antisymmetric relation. Okay, R is an antisymmetric relation. Now it is your task that check whether R is reflexive, symmetric or transitive. Okay, so that's all for this chapter. And for this chapter, if you want to take better preparation, I will suggest you to clear the concept properly. I hope after watching these 5 videos you will get a better idea and attend all the questions in the examination. Okay, so take care, bye bye.